What up, 30-day challengers? So I hope you guys watched the first video on a brief overview of what the program is about, and now I'm going to kind of go through the gym and the classes and all that stuff. If you guys see out front here, you guys see this front area is actually coned off. This is actually for our neighbors parking. You guys will see these signs out here that say no parking. So in the back here, you guys, by the Paul Mitchell building in the back, we have a ton of parking back there. It goes all the way back into a back parking lot. So make sure that when you guys first come up, this is the front of the building where you enter, but we do not park out here. So make sure that you guys park over there. We like to be courteous to our neighbors and make sure that they have parking. So as soon as you guys come in, you guys will have already booked class. So if you guys haven't got your login and stuff, let's get that set up. You would have booked class, and you are going to come into the front entrance area here, and you guys would scan in. So once you guys have had the front desk scan you guys in, you guys are going to be going to drop your stuff off. So you guys have walked through here, and in here we have all of our Pro Shop stuff. So on this diet, in the video, I talked about making healthier food choices to allow you more food and still curb your cravings. So this is, we have healthy protein donuts and protein brownies and protein cupcakes. This stuff tastes really good and has a fraction of the calories of what the real thing would have. So you could have a brownie for 130 calories as opposed to 500 calories of another brownie. We have the butternut squash lasagna and other meals that we have in here too. If you crave chips, I love these. The Quest protein chips are really good. The Protein chips are good too. And then we also have like protein cookies, these Quest 1 bars, or the Oh Yeah 1 bars, and the other bars that we have are really good as well for a healthy alternative. So if you guys are in here and you guys want to grab a drink, or you guys want to grab a healthier alternative to keep you on your calorie goal, this is where you do it, and the front desk would just ring you guys up. Also, this is our wall. So on the wall here, you guys see all these numbers. Those are people that made it into those calorie burning clubs in our fight camp class. So if you burn 500 calories during that class, you make the 500 calorie club. Then we push you guys to try to work to hit the 600 calorie club and 7, and it goes all the way down, and we're still reaching to try to get somebody into that 1300. So maybe it'll be you. Then we also have member PRs, so we like to give shout outs to the members. So while you guys are here, any accomplishments you guys have, first time you've done a box jump, the heaviest you've squatted, first time you've done something, or whatever your best, your personal best is, let us know, and we love to put these up here and everybody celebrate each of our accomplishments. We also have our check-ins for charity. So we put up our charity here. Every time you guys check in on Facebook here and use the hashtag, we donate money to cause every month. So at the end of the month, we kind of recap on how much we've raised for that cause. So it helps keep you guys accountable. While you guys are here keeping yourself accountable to work out, think every time you're here, you're also helping somebody else. You guys can also just kind of hang out here if you're waiting in between classes. So once you guys have come in, we have our new lockers out there, so I'll go over those in a minute. We used to use these cubbies while we were waiting for the lockers to come in. So if the lockers should be done by the time you guys are in here, if not, these may be where you put your stuff for like a day or so. So this is going to be one of our classes. Now that you're in, you guys have checked in, you've put your stuff away, you guys are going to be coming into one of the 2 classes that you would have booked ahead of time. This is Fight Camp. So Fight Camp is our boxing and HIIT inspired cardio circuit training class, and it is the most fun you're going to have burning a massive amount of calories. So the concept is, it's a basic program as far as the programming goes, where it's circuit training. You guys are going to be either on here on the bags with certain outline of what the workout's supposed to be on the bags. So here it was 10 regular punches and 2 burpees, and then traveling punches on the bags. So going through and hitting all the bags. So the instructor is going to come in, they're going to explain to you what the workout is for the day, break you guys up into these groups, 5 people in each station. You guys are going to have a certain amount of time that's going to be regulated off of this interval timer. So every time this thing does a few beeps, it's going to let you know that you have a few seconds before the round starts. You'll have a certain amount of time that you're active, certain amount of time that you guys get to recover, certain amount of time that you guys have to rotate. So it's all going to be automated off of there, and the instructor's main focus is going to be on correcting your form and pushing you through the entire class. So when you guys are rotating through these stations, you're going to go from the bags to the assault bikes. The assault bike is the piece of cardio equipment that right now currently holds the record for the most calories burned in 1 minute ever. So we'll just say that an understatement would be that this is an effective piece of cardio equipment. We also have slam balls. So these are weighted balls that you guys are gonna pick up, slam to the ground, do other functional movements with. We'll utilize dumbbells. We utilize these core hammers, which are basically rubber-ended sledgehammers. We have wall balls, which are large medicine balls. We have these large battle ropes that we pull out. We have TRX straps. We have aerobic steps, sandbags. The other station will have water rowers or these uppercut bags where, since they don't have the lower part down here, you guys can do different types of combinations hitting underneath the bag. And so we utilize this different equipment at each different station to keep it fresh, keep it different, be utilizing different types of stimulus each day so that you guys never get used to it. So it's always gonna be challenging, it's always gonna be fun, and it's always gonna be burning a maximum amount of calories. When we designed this program, we took groups of people that were used to doing spin classes, used to doing different heart rate monitored types of cardio, and we made sure that we designed this in a way to where it would be more effective but also more fun so that you guys would want to do it. And it's been crazy how everyone loves this class. So the final part of it is, I just mentioned the heart rate, and that's what this is here. You guys are going to be utilizing heart rate monitors, and you'll see yourself on that screen. What that lets you do is work out in the proper heart rate zone for the day. So some days we're working, a lot of the days we work on max heart rate. So we're max calories, max heart rate, pushing you for short bursts and trying to get our heart rate into the red zone. There's other times where we have longer ones and we're trying to push into the orange zone. So this allows the trainer and yourself to make sure you're in the right heart rate zone. And it also allows us to help you break your PR. If you come in and say, I've never gotten into the 600 calorie club, you better know that the trainer is gonna be there, and so is the rest of the class, to push 15, 20 seconds past that round if we need to try to help get you into where you have to be to hit that PR. So as a group, we all push each other, help each other, and this being up on this board kind of helps us do that and make sure that everybody's hitting those goals that they want to hit every time. So some of the basics are that it's a circuit training class, utilizes a lot of different equipment. No other circuit training, group training, HIIT inspired or kickboxing class utilizes. So it makes it fun, fresh, allows you to burn more calories than other classes and do it in kind of a fun way. It also is, most of these movements are fairly low intent or fairly low impact. So yes, you are punching the bag, so it has an impact on your wrist, but a lot of people, it's the impact on their back and knees, hips that end up being an issue. Where this, we have a lot less of that. These bikes are basically no impact. The rower, same thing. Using these, the core hammers is you're gonna be swinging them, hitting the ground, you're not necessarily jumping. So a lot of these things, the battle ropes, a lot of these things are gonna be less impact in those respects. Not saying we don't have jumping or other things going on in the class, but overall it ends up being kind of a little bit less impact. So what do we need for this class? So there's a handful of these gloves over here, and we have a few sets of loaner gloves up at the front that you guys could use a few times if you guys don't have boxing gloves, but you do need wrist wraps, which we sell here, you can get anywhere else, just boxing hand wraps. These are mandatory. They're mandatory because they keep you safe. They protect your hands, they protect your wrists. Coming in here to get in shape and have fun and ripping connective tissue or breaking your hand isn't going to be something that you wanted to do. Also, not having hand wraps and hitting a bag with boxing gloves on can tear your knuckles up pretty badly. So that's something that you guys don't want either. Everyone doesn't want bloody hands and busted wrists. So they are mandatory for your safety. So you can buy them from us, you guys can buy them from anywhere else, but we need you guys to have the hand wraps. We also need you to have gloves. So again, we do have some loaner gloves. They'll be first come, first serve, and you guys could use them the first few times trying the class out if we have them available and someone else hasn't grabbed them, but you would want to plan on getting your own gloves. The other thing is the heart rate monitor. It is not mandatory, but like I said, the class is based off of it. You're not going to have the same experience. You're not going to be able to have the same tracking, because this sends you an email after class and lets you know how many calories you burned, what your max is, all these different things. So you're not going to have the same experience and the same ability to track your progress without using a heart rate monitor. So we sell ours here for less than Amazon. Our goal is to make it so it's affordable for you guys to have the heart rate monitor because it's so important to the class. We do have those also if you want to rent one for the day. It's only $5 and it allows you to try the class and see the experience, and if it's something that you like, then you guys can choose to buy one. So now that we've gone through the entire part of this class, this is essentially your cardio class. So think you guys are going to be in here, this would be your cardio solution, and the main priority for you guys would be boot camp, which I'm going to go after next. Weight training is going to be your essential. Working this in is going to be helping you guys burn calories, but think you never want to make cardio the base of your fitness routine. Weight training has far more benefits. It allows you to burn calories at rest, and it's going to be the most important thing. So if you guys love this class, like most of the members do, I have to remind them, as I'll probably have to remind you, that loving this program is awesome. I love that you guys want to be in here and exercise. But even if you don't love weight training, think it's going to help you guys reap long-term rewards, allow you to eat more calories and have the results that you want more easily maintained in the long run, as well as a body that's going to be more firm and overall shaped. And that's kind of what everyone wants. So you got to keep focus on the boot camp class as well. Okay, so now that we kind of have the brief overview of Fight Camp, these are our new bathrooms. We have one at the entrance. We have two here, and then these two middle ones are our showers. So you guys could shower here if you guys need to. They're not super busy, so if you're somebody planning on doing it, unless a lot of the people coming in now are planning on using them, it's usually fairly easy to get in and out with the showers. Okay, so now these were our new lockers. So these are really cool. We've been waiting for these to be built, and super excited. Each one of these has a digital keyless keypad, and you guys can throw your stuff in here. We have some larger ones if you have a gym bag and you guys end up putting in a code. We'll have the instructions inside the door. So if you don't know how to use it, once you guys come in here, we'll have instructions on the door on how to use these lockers. But it makes it great because you don't have to worry about bringing a lock. You don't have to worry about any of that kind of stuff. You can come in, throw your stuff in here, and just be able to throw in that code and get it at the end. So you guys would have the lockers out here, and then this is boot camp. This is a weight training inspired class. It utilizes traditional equipment that no other group training program uses. So that means these type of focused leg developing machines, those leg developing machines, those all-in-one guided machines, all of those functional training machines. That's different types of equipment that you won't see in other group training programs. And even if you don't know a lot about exercise, just know that it's going to allow us to make more modifications for any injuries you may have. So if you're unable to perform an exercise, it'll allow us to modify using this equipment. It'll allow us to keep the workouts fresh and fun for you guys, so that it's always different equipment, different stuff, so you don't get bored. And it also allows your body to stay mixed up because we're always using a different stimulus. So this is going to be a guided barbell. Those are going to be cable resistant. Where these benches being out here, that's going to be traditional weight training as far as dumbbells. And we have these that are going to be more of a fixed machine as well. So all these different types of stimulus are going to allow your body to be guessing and having to adapt on a regular basis. So it's going to keep those results coming, as well as allow us to focus on body parts in a way that other programs can't do. They can't isolate body parts like we can, which has allowed us to, unlike other group training programs, we've taken up to 37 people into a fitness competition and step on stage and compete. Where it's really about shaping your body and being able to transform your body, and utilizing this equipment allows us to target those body parts and really even shape bodies to that level. So now that you guys kind of have a basis on how it's different, I'll give you guys a rundown of what to expect when you come in. When you come in, just like I said in Fight Camp, the trainer explains the workout. You're not going to see this explanation board in Fight Camp because they're more very basic movements. Slamming a ball, punching the bag. Here they're going to be more technical movements. It's very important that you show up early, or at least on time, so that you're here for explanation. And the trainer is going to have this board, and they are going to walk you through how every one of these movements works. They're going to demonstrate them, demonstrate modifications. So everything is going to be on this board when you guys come in. So make sure you're here, make sure that you guys are ready to go and ready for the explanation. While they're explaining it, you'll be sitting here on the turf. You'll see everyone will kind of sit in a circle here. Everyone kind of starts stretching themselves out. After the trainer gets here, they will put you through a dynamic warm-up and a stretch as well. So when you get in here, just plan on kind of sitting here on the turf. Once you guys start the workouts, it could be several different ways that it could work. They could break you up, all of our equipment's in multiples of 5. They could break you guys up into groups of 5, and they could be timed workouts. They could have it just based on a certain amount of repetitions where you go at your own pace, and that could be on the board. It could be time and rep based where you're at a certain station for a certain amount of rounds. So it always changes. So again, you guys are never getting used to what the workout is. So the programming of the workout's always going to change, and like I said, it's going to be unlike what you've done anywhere else because nobody programs the workouts quite like we do. So make sure if you're not used to coming here that you guys get here early, like I said, and that you guys are able to listen to the explanations of the workouts. You guys are also going to see split programming on the board. So here you guys see it says strength, and then on the bottom it says lean. So the strength says it's the rep range, how many times you're going to do the exercise. 12 reps, 10 reps, 8, and 6. These are heavy exercises and they're going to be focused on strength. The lean says 15 reps, and then it has a cardio exercise coupled with it. Now what this allows us to do is take a group of people that have different goals and we can all work out together. So if I'm focusing on strength, but my wife is focusing on more of a fast-paced, cardio-based cross-training type of workout where she can get more of a cardio aspect but still get the weight training in, we could do this workout together, come to the same class, and enjoy working out together and pushing each other with a slight modification in the programming. We're gonna do these same 5 exercises, but we're gonna do them slightly differently, where I'm gonna be lifting heavier and resting afterwards. She's gonna be lifting a little lighter for higher reps and doing a cardio exercise while I rest. So if you guys see this on the board, the trainer's gonna say split programming. Anyone that's doing strength, this is what it's gonna be. Anyone that's doing lean, this is how it's gonna be. So for you guys, if there's certain body parts you're really weak in and wanna focus on getting stronger, you could pick strength that day. If there's other days that you don't wanna focus on as much, or maybe you have an injury or something that limits you a little bit, you can focus on the lean and kind of focus more on cardio. So there's a lot of different benefits, a lot of different ways to work it. And if you guys are questioning which day you should pick strength or lean or whatnot, you can ask us and we can help you guys program that as well. So now that you guys have the overall aspect of that, and you guys have been able to see a lot of the equipment, I wanted to show you guys some of the stuff to do after class. So these are our foam rollers. It's very important. You get here, you're gonna do the dynamic warm-up, you're gonna do the stretch, and then after class, you're gonna roll out with this foam roller. You could roll out in the beginning, but it's really suggested to do it after class for sure. So this is self-myofascial release. You'll take this, you roll on it, and it basically helps release the tension in different muscles. So we can put something up on the page as well to show you guys how to utilize these. I think these are gonna be important, especially if you haven't been real active, to do this after class as your cool down. It's gonna help those muscles stay a little bit longer, a little bit looser, prevent injury, help with your recovery rate as well. Okay, so that's how that's gonna work. So after class is done, or before class even starts, you guys could head up these stairs and utilize our cardio balcony. So this program, the 30-day program, doesn't require cardio, but anyone that wants to expedite those results or maximize these 30 days, working in a regular amount of cardio will help you burn more of those calories and end up getting to a place where you burn more fat throughout that period of time. So we have all of these treadmills here. They're all touchscreen, integrated with phone chargers, all sorts of other nifty stuff. We have our spin bikes. We have several Stairmasters as well. And this back, our Airdynes over here. In the back area, we have a few pieces of equipment. We're actually building that out to be an open gym / PT area. So hopefully by the end of your 30 days, we have that done and you guys are able to utilize that if you want to do a little extra work as well. So this would be the cardio area. You guys can come up here, knock out a little cardio before or after your workout. If you guys would like, you could even, if you get here early, come up here and just use this as an area to warm up on a little bit before the workout. So I hope this gives a basic overview of boot camp. And now the balance between boot camp and fight camp, as I had mentioned a little earlier when we were in fight camp, is boot camp is your essential class. Think of this is working with your personal trainer. This is you focusing on your body, these movements, and shaping your body, building that muscle that's gonna allow you to burn calories throughout the day. Boot camp is the primary focus. Fight camp is an accessory program. So if you love fight camp, think a very easy way to balance the two is you should never do more fight camp than you do boot camp. So if you wanna do fight camp every day, plan on doing 2 workouts a day. You would wanna do boot camp every day as well as fight camp. No matter how you balance it out, just think that you should be doing as much or more boot camp in comparison to fight camp, okay? So weight training comes first, then cardio. Also, the order in which to do it in would be boot camp, come in, focus on your weight training first. So you guys would want to come in, focus on boot camp where you have the most energy, where you can really lift properly, have good technique and form, and not be really, really exhausted. and then after that, you guys could go into the class after the boot camp class and do your fight camp if you wanted to do them back to back. But I suggest doing boot camp first. So I hope that gave a good overview. If you guys have other questions, you know, I'll be on the page and we'll go over this stuff for the next 30 days.